This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. Day one of the BAISS track and field meet in the books, and the two-time defending champion Queens College Comets out front with 449 points. Sacs Big Red Machine in second with 396.
Overall, I think the team did excellent. We had some hiccups some areas like the hurdles and so forth where we expected, but we had persons who stepped up to the plate. And they came through, and that was big for us. It's always good to be on top after the first day. It's good for the kids. Everybody would believe now.
We had some really good performance in the sprints and the hurdles. We fell down in the lower categories in the distance, but overall we had a pretty good day, and tomorrow will be a really good day for us. We qualified very well in the hundreds. Had the top two qualifiers in most of them. I think by tomorrow we should be ahead by a couple of points.
The Catholic Primary School Best of 3 basketball championships tipping off yesterday at Loyola Hall. Up first in girls play, it was the St. Cecilia Strikers taking the upper hand against the St. Francis Joseph Shockers, winning Game 1, 18-12. As for the boys, the Strikers not so lucky. The St. Thomas More Sparks took the opener in convincing fashion, 35-11.
It was very important for us to win the first game because St. Cecilia's is a hard team. This year we beat them twice by 1 point. So today, to win this first game by such a great margin was very important for us. Give us that confidence boost that we needed. Tomorrow we're going to work on some small things we needed to work on. What I saw we need to work on today. So we'll be ready for them on Wednesday. We plan to close this out on Wednesday. Yeah, that's it.
The Hugh Campbell basketball tournament will get underway on Monday at the AF Adderley Gym. Among the teams taking part, the private school champs, the Jordan Prince William Falcons.
One thing I can tell you, we have broad shoulders, and we're ready for the fight. We know that it's going to be a task, but look for us. Look for us. We're going to make some noise.
Was it a learning experience last year, Hugh Campbell, and basically with some of the same members back this year?
Yes, trust me, it was a learning experience. We took one or two things for granted. We did one or two things wrong. We didn't execute it one or two situations, but this year, we're looking forward. We have them highlighted on our chart, making sure that wouldn't be our downfall this year.
As for how the schedule looks on opening day,
We have a total of 6 games scheduled in 2 sessions. In our first game at 4 o'clock, we'll have Temple Christian going up against Catherine. At 5, we have St. Anne's going up against C.V. Bethel. And at 6, Government High will be taking on St. John's. In the second session, you will see Westminster College against C.R. Walker at 7. At 8, you will see C.I. Gibson going against Telios. And in the feature game for that evening, Queens College will take on the Jordan Prince William, the champions of the private schools.
A push being made to improve the quality of female basketball here in the capital. We get that story from Julian Gibson.
Benson, the New Providence Women's Basketball Association has a youth development program, and so far it's been going good despite the growing pains.
The girls are buying into the offense and the defense, so it's really good.
So where exactly there's room for improvement?
Just awareness on the court is really what they really lack. We have different levels on our team right now. We have juniors who are just learning, and then we have some more senior players, so we are hoping that our senior players will be able to help develop our younger girls.
The coaches, they need to get out and they need to get involved in females basketball. It's not all about the money. It's about developing the girls, it's about developing the skills, and it's improving the sport of basketball for females for the Bahamas, because this is not where we want them to be. We need them to be at the other level, the college level, the WNBA level, or another professional level.
There's a lack of fundamentals just across the board. So fundamentals are dribbling, passing, just the basic foot movement. We need the parents to buy in, more players to buy in, so we can actually have the league more expanded, like with more teams and stuff.
Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
The New Providence Basketball Association is in its stretch run, and the defending champion Mailboat Sideboards are one of the teams to look out for.
We had a slow start with a lot of new players added to the system, but we haven't lost a game on the court since sometime back in October last year. So we starting to galvanize, the chemistry starting to get there, and we start some of the weaker players have fall away and quit. So that made it much easier for us to be able to, for me to be able to run the rotation the way I need to run it.
You have your eyes set on the Commonwealth Bank Giants?
Boy, that's a tough side over there. It's going to be difficult to say who's going to come out that side, because you have Stingers, who's a former champion, you have the Giants, who's always good perennially, and then you have the Grove, with the addition of some key pieces from Cybots. They're going to be really, really tough. So I can't say who's going to come out there. My focus right now is to try and deal with University of Bahamas and the Shockers. And once we can get past them, then we'll focus on whoever we have to play in the championship.
Our national water polo team were guests in the House of Assembly this morning. The team was recognized for the great strides that have been made since its inception in 2004.
I remember a couple of years ago when they were just a fledgling water polo team, and we had to wait in Carifta, and they would play after we finished swimming Carifta, so they would play 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night just in order to get their games in. And they had a lot of spirit, but they had to work on their technique and size. This feeder program that you see here, where you see all of these young people, really is a testament to how far water polo has advanced in our country. And anyone who's played water polo, I can tell you it's a lot more difficult than swimming laps at a pool. A lot more strenuous, a lot more difficult. And so these young kids, and I want to commend the young lady as well, who was a part of the team.
We wish you well as you compete in Coral Springs. I think you're traveling very shortly, and I wish that they continue to make us proud as Bahamians, and certainly to the parents themselves, that you continue to encourage your students and the coach. You're changing lives and you're making a difference.
The Carifta Water Polo Championships will take place here in the capital Easter weekend, along with the Carifta Swimming Championships. And coach of Alpha Aquatics, Jorge Rodriguez, doesn't think any extra pressure will be on Team Bahamas competing at home.
We had the Caribbean Island Championships last year, and all of them performed incredibly well. And just by having the home crowd here and having fun and having all the countries coming here is better for them, and I think that having Carifta here is going to be an opportunity to get the title back.
The Freedom Farm Baseball League is starting to outgrow its complex in Yamakra, but officials have come up with a short-term solution.
We have what they call bonus week, where we play baseball every day through the week after school. Most of these teams play up to 28 to 38 games.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned, check on weather still to come.